Hello, Twin Force Fusion. And at least once every 2 or 3 weeks, I get always the same question for my subs, and I welcome any questions the subs have. What is my top 5 best mods to do, or if I have only $2,000 to put in. Lately I have this guy from Alter Greater Montreal. Unfortunately I cannot pronounce his name, it's way too long, too many words. He asked me about the same question, so I figure I'll do a video. And the first thing you should do if you have a Force Fusion Sport is a tune. Believe me, you want to do the tune. No tools needed, very easy to do. And if here's my recommendation. If you're in Canada, because we don't have no ethanol fuels available, I strongly recommend you go with the Liver Noise Motorsport. I think it's probably the best tune if you're just planning to run on pump gas. That's my personal opinion. But if you're in the US and you have E30, E40 available, I would definitely contact James by Tune by James. Or unfortunately I don't remember his name right now, I got his email, but Unleash Tuning. That's what it is. When you do this live, you forget stuff. So LMS if you're in Canada, US, Unleash and Tune by James. The second mod that I recommend, and this a lot of you may not agree with me, but it's wheels and tires. I know it's weird, but wheels, the factory OEM are beautiful, 19-inch, very beautiful rims. The only problem, they are heavy, and if you're planning to do any track like a quarter mile or even a grass motorsport type autocross, it's too much a low profile. So I went with 18-inch rims. They're at least, I made videos in the past, and I may include all my in my description. I'll put the links of previous video with dynos and so on. And for the wheels and tires, if my memory is right, it's at least like 14-15 pounds each corner. And I went with a 45 aspect ratio to give me a better flex off the line at the quarter mile. So that's my second recommendation for you. The third one, it's the intercooler. Now you have a few options here. The intercooler, I went with the Ultimate Performance with the Garrett intercooler core. If you want that, you can contact Ultimate Performance, Matt Trippett, cool guy. I spoke to him a few times. He also has a Vibrant core, which is a little cheaper, but believe me, if you're gonna go there, get the Garrett. There's also CPE. A lot of guys are running CPE. They're massive, but there's a caveat running an intercooler, especially if you're in Canada, and some model in the US. I'm gonna explain you why. If you have adaptive cruise control, it will not work, unfortunately. Oh, you'll make it work, but the system will learn again that it's not exactly at the same place. It will stop work. Steve that I met at Steve at Toronto this summer, he installed the adaptive cruise control right beside his big mouth. Now I cannot recommend you do that, but for him it works. For safety reason, I cannot recommend to you in case if it fails and you know, you rear end somebody. So that's an option. But the intercooler, it's the single piece that will give you the more horsepower, just like one piece. It gave me more than the tune itself, but don't install an intercooler without a tune. That's all I could tell you. The fourth upgrade that I recommend would be MKZ or Lincoln Continental turbos. On the turbos that they are running on the 3-liter EcoBoost. Again, I'll put a description. On the cold side, it's 4.74 if my memory is right. Bigger on the cold side turbine. So there's 2 turbos. LKQ, good place to buy them if you can still find them. I would strongly recommend to do the MKZ turbos if you're serious about power. You lose a bit. The peak torque, it will, instead of getting, let's say, at 2000, will be at 2400 RPM or something like that. But you will gain a lot of horsepower on the top end. That's what you want where you're down the track, and that's how you're able to run on pump gas 112, 113 miles per hour. And if you're gonna do the MKZ turbos, my fifth recommendation would be the downpipes. I don't know how many downpipes there is out there, but mine I got are the catted from Ultimate Performance, and he also sells uncatted, so basically no cats. But here with the cops, actually goes under your car and check if you have a cat or not. So that's why I have the catted pipes. If there's other companies, let me know. Put them on the description. Let's help everybody out who has those questions. Now, a must-have if you have, let's say, a tune, an intercooler, and you're doing track, you're gonna bust open your rear motor mount. It's gonna open like a can of tuna. So you need to get yourself a rear motor mount. I have, again, the Ultimate Performance, but there's CPE also makes it. So it doesn't matter, make sure you change that because you'll bust the factory wide open. And on recommendation, mods or no mods, I strongly recommend you running full synthetic fluids. Engine oil, if you don't want to run AMSOIL, run Pennzoil Ultra. PTU, change that fluid ASAP if you did not do it. Change it. Hey, salut! I have a lot of friends. Ça va? Ouais, c'est correct. Je veux me prendre contre toi avec ta Mustang. Tu filmes les... Hein? Ben là, ça sent pas worse, ça. All right. Hey, belle ta machine. All right, so slowly but surely people are coming here for the cars. But I'm doing this live, guys. We're doing this live. So PTU, change it ASAP. I went with the, well, you have to run 75W140. Again, go with a high quality full synthetic oil, and I use AMSOIL. You could do the RDU. I did it at the Ford dealership, and I used their factory 80W90. I was not very well equipped to do the rear RDU. And another recommendation, one-step Kohler spark plug. I strongly recommend that. There's a Motorcraft sells one. I'm running the NGK Rutium ones. Again, I'll try to provide that on the link. And lastly, but not least, high quality gas. EcoBoost loves octane. On my car, Ultra 94 type octane, and I had some boostane. I tried to get as close as 100 octane, but high premium fuel, the EcoBoost just want that. So again, I'm gonna stop this video now, but you get the gist of it. It's not very hard to make a Fusion fast, but you need time, patience, and a few coins, obviously, because all these parts like Garrett, Ultimate Performance parts, if you start buying Stida stuff and all that, it's premium brand, so you're gonna pay some money. So take care, and I hope this helped, and you know, have fun this summer. Our quarantine is over. We have cars coming out, and it's very early. In about an hour, this place will be packed. So take care, and long live the free and happy man. Bye.